Hi, Marie. Thanks for taking some time to talk about the farmers market with us. Um, how is this going to work? Marie is the events coordinator, outdoor events coordinator for the Avalon Foundation. In addition to plein air, which I guess you have to start thinking about next, maybe you run the farmers market as well.
Yes.
Um, so, Marie, again, thanks a lot for taking a few minutes. How is this going to work?
So how it's going to work, it opens on Saturday, April 11th. It opens at 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. The new location is 28712 Glebe Road. That is Talbot Business Center, formerly known as Black and Decker to all those that have lived here forever.
Sure, sure.
Um, so when you drive into the Glebe Road entrance, it's the parking lot directly in front of you.
Okay.
It will be a drive-through market. We're not having any customers leave their cars. All the transactions will be done from their car. We're encouraging pre-orders and prepayment wherever they can. We're trying to keep it as contactless as possible. And all of our vendors are engaging in all the safe practices that we've been gathering from the Maryland Farmers Market Association, from our own resources that we have access to at the Avalon. So
And you
that's how it's going to work.
and you were talking about the distance between the booths, that sort of thing. Cars can get through, so it's going to be a large distance between each place.
Yeah, it's an enormous parking lot. And we're going to have vendors set up all around the perimeter, and you can drive up to your vendor. There's enough space for 3, maybe 4 cars to even line up behind them while they're waiting for you. And then you would continue around the loop. There's so much room that you have the ability that if you saw somebody in the first booth that you wanted to come back to, you could certainly do that. And we have about 8 volunteers that have graciously offered to join us on Saturday, hopefully to direct traffic and keep things orderly and safe for everybody.
Okay, and Marie, so again, when does that happen?
It's starting on Saturday. It's opening on Saturday, April 11th. It starts at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay, and then what if you could just tell us quickly? I know you were involved in the talks with this, between Al and Jess, who are the executive director and the vice president of the foundation. What was their whole feeling behind doing this? I know it's not just something to do. There's the Avalon Foundation had some good plans in mind for this. How did this all come about?
It came about because we were watching the Governor Hogan's executive orders very closely, and initially we had thought that maybe, let me back up, because the farmers market as a result of Avalon Foundation's management has always been very socially oriented. Initially, we thought that maybe we should delay the opening. However, when Governor Hogan announced that farmers markets are an essential service to the community, of course we agreed, and we worked really hard to try and find a solution that was safe and compliant and that could get all of these small local businesses products into the hands of people in the community, which it is an essential service, and it is really needed right now. Plus, I think there's a huge desire for the community to support their neighbors.
And I think we've all kind of gotten used with the birthdays and happy anniversary drive-bys with the cars and that type of thing. We've kind of gotten used to a little bit anyway, staying in our cars and socially interacting somehow.
Right. Yeah, it's a new world.
And Marie, I don't necessarily want to talk about the vendors. We'll list the vendors, and you'll see the vendors out there. but what was their response to it in terms of getting this done?
Of course, they're very anxious to get their products out to the community too. I mean, they have planted and in anticipation of the market opening, even if all of this hadn't come about on April 11th, that's what they were aiming for. And I think for those vendors that have products that are grown in greenhouses, the ones that are growing all year round have seen a dramatic increase in customers wanting access to CSAs or their local products because of the uneven availability in local grocery stores. So they were enthusiastic. I mean, yeah, certainly a little apprehension with all of the social restrictions that are placed on us, but you know, they've all been calling and giving valuable feedback and sharing their concerns, and we have tried to incorporate those and address those at every single decision that we've made. So hopefully we have created a super safe solution for this farmers market, and so we're cautiously optimistic. How about that?
And that's great. And then speaking of that, I mean, you have some help with this. Who are the help? The police department's going to be there. Lion Distilling is going to be there. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So Lion Distillery has they have redirected their production into hand sanitizer. So they have graciously offered to supply us with hand sanitizer. Out there, we're encouraging all of the customers to use hand sanitizer in between transactions, and also to wear masks, which is a new directive, to wear gloves. Like I said, we're trying to be as contactless as possible, and a lot of the vendors have upgraded their software so they have contactless credit card transactions.
And I like that you were going to put things in suggesting to put things in people's trunks.
Yes.
That seemed like a really good idea.
Yeah, yeah. So we're working to develop those today. There's another directive going out to the farmers market vendors. We've had incredible help and support from Cassandra Van Hooser, and also the Talbot County Sheriff's Department is going to help us. Easton Utilities stepped up yesterday and is donating a pallet worth of supplies for the safety of the market, including cones and vests and marking paint. And it's just, the outpouring of support from the community has just really, really been spectacular. Yeah,
it really is. Just more proof, even in these terrible, terrible times, of what a great community Easton and Talbot County is. And really applaud you and Jess and Al and Scott and all the guys. Lion Distilling is so cool too. I love Lion Distilling. They do distilling. They do so many cool things down there. So Marie, again, I think if you just took everybody the dates and times again, then we can let you go and get ready to open up Saturday morning.
Yes, absolutely. So it's Saturday, April 11th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 28712 Glebe Road, now known as Talbot Business Center and formerly known as the Black & Decker campus.
Marie, thank you so, so much. And please be safe, take care, and we'll see you around the way.
Thank you, Tim.
See ya.
Bye.